What's up, YouTube? I'm on my way home from work. I'm gonna show some couple. I'm gonna show a couple of things that I did to the car. I did the V6 knuckles from the Acura CL with the brakes and everything, and I got some rims on here that I've been holding on for a while. What else? Yeah, the knuckles and the rims. That's basically, I think that's pretty much everything that I did. Oh, I did coilovers too. Can't forget the coilovers. I did coilovers. I installed some coilovers. They're like cheapo Maxpeedingrods, and I'm gonna give my review about it. Honestly, I would not get them. But I'm gonna pick back up when I get back home. Get some shots of working on the car and stuff like that. How the car looks. Get my review. See you guys there. All right. So before I get into anything, I just want to say I made a bracket here to hold this portion of the intake. It's just some long steel. It's already rusting. I need to paint it, but this was the old mount for the intake, the old airbox, and I just put the screw in, and then this actually came with a rubber bushing. You can see it right there, the rubber bushing. Yeah, it still has some play, which is good, but the intake doesn't rubber hit the bumper, which it was doing before, so that's good. And then I put some hose clamps here. I put a hose clamp here and a hose clamp there. And I know technically you're supposed to use the normal clamps like these, but it should be fine. But yeah, that's what I did since the last videos. So here's how it looks with the rims. Yeah, and the Maxpeedingrods, of course. I just have some wood under the car, but yeah, that's the rear fitment. It's pretty good, and then the front fitment is horrible. Yeah, that's Maxpeedingrods for you. I'm probably gonna get some form and functions, but I did put different top hats, but I'll get into that later. I'm just gonna throw on a couple things real quick. I got some of these lug nuts. These are open-ended, and they're called Huge Racing, but it says Muteki on the box. I don't know. But then I got some hub centric rings because the wheels do not fit, and I guessed on the size, and I actually guessed correctly. So I knew the size of the bore on the car. I knew this because you can just look it up online on the car, but on the rim I tried to measure it, but I couldn't get the caliper. It's called a caliper. I couldn't get the caliper on the inside. It wouldn't fit. It would touch the barrel of the rim. So I guessed this size roughly with the measuring tape, and it ended up being, I'm pretty sure it's correct. It doesn't have any play, so I'm gonna throw those on right now because the car is vibrating without them. So yeah. Alright, so basically this ring will fill the gap between the bore of the hub. It fits pretty snugly in there, so I'm guessing these are right. And then these go on the hub, so you just put them on the hub first, and you put the wheel on top of it, and it fits really tight on the hub. It literally clicks on there. Yeah, it literally clicks on the hub, so you snap them in place. Yeah, so these are the Maxpeedingrods. They are max low in the rear, and I have the rebound set up, and then I haven't rolled my fenders yet. These are 17 by 7 plus 40, and I've got two 25s, 45, 17s on here, and it does rub slightly. So here's the tire to the lip, but it does rub a little bit. If I hit a bump, I don't think it's this side, but I think it's the other side, it'll hit the lip up here, so I need to roll those. I eventually will one day, but I'm gonna throw this wheel back on. They look pretty good. I actually like how they stick out. They stick out just a little bit. I think it looks pretty good versus the OEM ones.
And then I got these tools here. These are supposed to be like protect the paint. Yeah, it kind of just gets stuck. Oh man, it took off some paint. Yeah, I got these on eBay for like, I think it was like $20 or $15 to $20. I mean, the other one works good, but this one kept getting stuck on the where the nut goes in the rim. It kept getting stuck, and basically this part would spin and this would just stay stuck. So I'm not sure if that's intended, but really you're not supposed to be using factory lug nuts for aftermarket rims, so that's probably why I was getting stuck. But that's why we're swapping them out with these. But this is the full Acura CL knuckle. So I've got the knuckle. It's the full knuckle with the wheel bearing. I replaced the ball joints and I replaced the upper arm with the new ball joints and bushings. So it came as one set. Grabbed the knuckle, the caliper, and the knuckle, the caliper, and the brake disc. There we go. So everything bolts up. I have the EX, so I have wheel speed sensors, or for the ABS sensors. So everything bolts up basically where it should be. It's pretty much direct replacement. Other than this, now I'm not sure if it's because it's aftermarket, but the hole is like down here and the nut goes all the way up here. So I don't know what that's about, but I can't fit the pin through there. Obviously it's not going to do anything, but I put new tie rods. I basically put everything in the front end except lower control arm bushings and sway bar bushings, which I'll be doing very soon. But here's the Maxpeedingrod coilover. This is fully lowered. It doesn't go any lower than this, which absolutely sucks. But I had to jack the preload all the way up. They don't come preloaded either, which is stupid. If you probably can't see, but I put the OEM top hats to get another inch. It gave about 1.5 inches, and basically what you do is you swap over the top hats and you keep the bushings from this, the pillow ball bushing. You keep that and you use the old top hat and you keep the nut and everything, and then it should work. So what ended up happening was after like a week, I went to readjust I guess it's the dampening adjustment, and it actually broke. So now it just keeps spinning. It's the second time I've ever adjusted it, and it broke on the second time. So yeah, I was gonna keep these and get extended top hats, but honestly now I'm just gonna replace them. And the ride is pretty bouncy. Like I had to jack up the preload just to get it to not be as bouncy, but it's still bouncy. And if I put up the preload anymore, it's probably gonna be bouncier. But I'm just gonna go through and tighten up all my bolts, do like a bolt check, because I am having some play in the front. But yeah, so the knuckle pretty much fits on. You just put on move the brake line. It's the same brake line. The tie rod fits. I mean, obviously everything fits. It just bolts right up. The only issue that I thought I was going to have was getting the axle nut on, but the axle fits. And it's about the same length, to be honest, fitting through the hub. So this is like 100% bolt on. I didn't need anything to convert anything. So yeah, this is definitely, if you find a 99 Acura CL with a V6 with this bigger brake setup, just go for it, because it's definitely worth it. I paid like $100 for it for both sides.